Welcome to the Mountain Rover channel, where survival is key in the coming years with the solar minimum hitting us for the next 30 years. First off, Yellowstone is closed. It's flooded. There is tons of damage. The park ranger building has fallen into the river. These are videos, or actually this video is pictures from the Daily Mail. Obviously they had got the photos from the rangers that were in Yellowstone. Roads are washed out completely. A lot of the roads are missing major sections of the road. There's bridges gone. There's a massive amount of damage. There's entire towns that are being evacuated over there. And we got some more bridges that are washed. Another big bridge just going bye-bye. There it goes. And we have a ton of other damage going on. We got many, many other places. Here's Canada with a food shortage going on. Even the food banks don't have enough food. So it's going to be a major thing. Here's some hail that's bigger than baseballs. Fell in Nebraska. And you can see how big they are. They're just massive, and they did a lot of damage to cars and buildings, and there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. We're going to see hail 17 inches in diameter is what happened back in the 1700s in the solar minimum. And we're going to see some major, major damage. Here's a hailstorm in Germany. It hailed so much, it's like snow. Drifts and everything. It's just amazing how much snow how much ice they got. And so we're going to see this stuff happening. Mexico City got several feet of hail. It was like a major snowstorm there. We had high winds recorded through the Midwest, and this is just beginning. In the Maunder minimum, the solar minimum 1700s, there's 140-degree summers and extreme cold winters. The bushel of wheat was $300 in the 1700s. Only extremely rich could afford it. Now, does history repeat itself? We had wars, plagues, viruses, the economy was destroyed, no jobs. It was a disaster. And we're going to have the same thing. We're going to have extreme hurricanes and tornadoes. A lot of stuff happened. This is caused by the sun and not humans. But people will blame each other for it. NASA, NOAA, and other scientific communities are saying, yes, it's from the sun, not humans. Get prepared now before it's too late. Stock up on food, seeds, water filters, and anything else you can use for trade. Build your survival shelter from the weather and from criminals. Yes, crime is going to be bad. Bad crime. Don't confuse 11-year-old solar cycles with a grand solar minimum. 11-year cycles only last 11 years. It's minor stuff. Grand solar minimum is heavy duty, like we're seeing now throughout the world. We're going to have 140, 150-degree summers, and it's going to be negative 50 to negative 70 in the winter. It is going to be massive. Here's some NASA stuff talking about it. You can go to NASA websites and read about it. They got both. They say everything about the 11-year cycles and the grand solar minimum, which is last 30 to 70 years. We're in the grand solar minimum. Here's what happened in Europe. They're talking about how it was just frozen in Europe. And the ocean was the ocean was 20 miles frozen from the shore. They couldn't even get ships in to unload the ships. It was like off of Denmark and Netherlands and even off of England. The Thames River froze completely solid. That's when ice skating originally started really happening in England. It took off because the Thames River was frozen, so they had parties on the ice. And a significant weather events all the way here. We got the date 1645 AD. They're talking about all kinds of crazy stuff that happened. We had extreme flooding, extreme drought. One side of China was in drought, the other side was flooded. India, 150, 140-degree summers. China had the same thing in the drought areas. Africa had 140, 150-degree summers. It was absolutely crazy. We have where the East Coast, United States, got hit worse with the cold, but we don't know where it's going to hit because right now, outside, it's 30 degrees. June 13th, 14th today, 2022. And I'm up in Montana, and we're getting snow. And we are getting several feet of snow in the mountains. People that want to move to Montana, you better get used to the cold. You better love it. You better be Scandinavian, Viking, whatever. I don't care, but you're going to be extremely cold, and you're going to be wearing a lot of coats. And it gets hot in the summer, so we had some 100 degrees, 110 degree summers throughout the 90s. We'll have that again. We're going to probably even get to 120 degree summers. We're going to have massive wildfires, and then the next year it'll be freezing cold again like this. So it's hard to tell what the weather is, because when this extreme solar minimum hits, it just changes the weather like crazy, and you don't know what you're going to get next week. It is one extreme to the other. It is just not mild. It is extreme, every extreme you can imagine. Hurricanes, tornadoes. In the 1700s, in 1 year alone, they lost over 500 ships to a hurricane. It wiped out the entire islands, the Guadalupe's Islands and all those. They were just gone, wiped off everything. So keep your head on straight. You can't help yourself or your loved ones if you're in jail, injured, or dead. Learn to defend yourself, prepare your mind and body. Know what prepared for the flood. We need to prepare for weather events that are going to come. And for crime. Crime's going to be through the roof. Stock up on things that give you vitamins. You need vitamins to think straight. A lot of people are just eating minimum stuff. They're getting hardly their vitamins, and they wonder why people go crazy. It's their mind, and they think negative things when you don't get your vitamins and proteins. So like, subscribe, and if you like, donate to this channel. I will bring you many more videos on survival.